Hi, it's me, Toby, the so-called artist here with a brand new YouTube video. So, first and foremost, let's get the elephant out of the room. My desk has changed. I got a new office desk and office chair, so now I can do professional business in a proper space. And all my art supplies is now reorganized. And I got a new pencil case. But that's not why we're here. We're here because of, well, you probably seen the title of this video. I asked my fans about it, or, well, you guys about it in my last YouTube video, and, the census was in. I don't have to play a video game to make fan art or characters for that game. So, let me not do that, shake my desk too much. I'm getting into Splatoon. I've always liked how the characters in Splatoon look, and then like the music, and then I don't know if you guys have seen them, but there's like these ball jointed Splatoon dolls that people make, and they look so cool, and I want one of my own. But to have one of my own, I need to have a character of my own that could be made into a doll. So let's get started with the concept art process. Okay, so I'm actually taking a concept character design class in college right now, so my art process has changed a little bit. I'm working more on breaking down the character in their early stages before I just go into drawing them. So the first thing I wanted to note is that I didn't want them to be a normal inkling. I wanted them to be a little special, a little different. And I found out that in the game, there's a special power-up called Kraken, and I'm like, I can get big? Mind you, I have never played Splatoon before, and I don't think I will. The gameplay doesn't look interesting to me. I don't like games where I have to grind with, like, PvP battles, and the solo campaign didn't look entertaining to me. No hate on the games if you like it just didn't entertain me. I'm truly just in it for the character design. But I saw that there's a Kraken mode, so I was like, okay, my inkling must be a Kraken. They gotta get massive. And there's these little horns that I saw your characters can have. They're called like now or never horns. And then this one haircut that's called bedhead, which it has these micro bangs that I relate to so much in my core. If you have ever cut your bangs for the first time, you're getting micro bangs sometimes, okay? It's a process, not everyone gets it right, and you just gotta rock it sometimes, okay? But, so, I wanted to combine those things together, and you see here that I busted out all of my pink art stationery, or just note-taking supplies, because I wanted my notes to be pretty and pink. And I'm just going over like the sketches I initially did, just so I can make them darker to see. And I really like this part of like the concept process, because it's me drawing things like how I see them in game. Like on my iPad in the corner, I do have references pulled up. I made a whole Pinterest board about it. I called it Splat. But I put all of the reference images on the side, and then I'm like writing little notes here and there just so I can like know what to do next. And now I'm gonna tackle sketching out the body. It's pieces on the side that I have to put together. I gotta Frankenstein my idea together. I truly was just doing a quick sketch of the character body type that I see a lot of Splatoon characters have, but just more so in my style. I go back and forth with it. I do get my table adjuster out because staring straight down at a desk is not good for my neck, so I gotta put things at an angle. I was just sketching in highlighters and pens just so I can get my ideas out there without constantly worrying about erasing things. And at this point, I was working on the eyes, because like inklings have like this, I call it their eyeliner. Sick, crazy eyeliner. Love it. I wanted something more dramatic, more dynamic. And then I thought, what if I made their eyeliner white? Because I didn't see a lot of characters with like different color eyelines. And I looked it up and I didn't see any significance in the game that called back to why their eyes look like that, so I just went with it. The rule of cool rocks my world. But yeah, here I'm just like finishing out some little sketches here of like the body and stuff, and I did go back and practice the eyes a little bit more because I felt like I had a good idea of what I wanted to do, but it just wasn't enough. I had to push it one more time. So I did, and I think that's the best part about character designing and concept work is sometimes you have to go back and push that idea a little bit further. I did like bring out some post-it notes because I was going to like redraw it, but like with the eyes that I sketched out, but then the post-it note I chose was a little too small for the idea I had, so I changed it to a bigger one. And the idea that I had was, if they're a kraken, right, big old inkling, they need big ears. I feel like they need like massive ears, and I wanted them to like be droopy and then perk up when they're happy, and I gave them a wide smile and I drew their little eyes and stuff. So here I'm putting all those little traits together in their face so I can truly see the character slowly come to life. And then after I do this, I decided to do a little sketch of them with their hair because, you know, they're bald. I gotta give them their wig. So I've been actually sketching a lot with highlighters these days. Something about it is like so soft and freeing. Plus, when I finish the sketch, I don't have to really add color to it because the color is in the background. So, you know, if you're looking for a fun way to spice up your sketches, do it in a highlighter or do it with a highlighter. Yeah, that's how you say it. English is hard sometimes, you know? When you know, an influencer and you gotta yap. Yapping is not an easy task, I tell you. Especially when you have to do like voiceovers and stuff. Whew. You guys have no idea how many of these voiceovers I have to do and redo just to get a good take, okay? I am putting in the work here. But as I'm coming to the end of the sketch, I'm just doing some finishing touches here and there. I went back with another darker highlighter to add their skin because I don't know about you guys, but I'm black. As you can tell by my hands, I like making characters that look like me. I like making characters that have my skin complexion. So, and we are back. So, as I mentioned earlier in the voiceover, I was going to try and draw the character a couple of times just to get used to them. And I gotta say, I really like how it's been coming along. I did this with acrylic paints, and then this is watercolor markers. I didn't want to use alcohol markers because I didn't want to mess up the previous page, so I tried it out. I figured out like a little pattern for their more squid form, but it's very cute. I also gave them like weird irises, so like I can like show you guys. I gave them little weird eyes. But I really like how it's turning out. I kept their makeup white because lately I've been wearing white eyeliner and I really like the high contrast it is on my skin. So they're going to have white markings and white eyebrows. Those are their eyebrows. So I did a sketch over here. I did some little thumbnails here to depend, I did thumbnails to decide on a pose. There we go. Sometimes you got to slow it down when you're talking. And so I did the sketch. I had another sketch underneath this, but I didn't like how it was coming out, so I covered it with some transparent-ish paper, some see-through paper, and I stuck it on, and I did it again. So it's the traditional way to lower the opacity of the layer underneath. So I did the sketch, and this is marker paper. It's the Canson marker paper that I like using. And I just did the line art on here. I did change a couple of things between the drawings. I did move it around so it's more of a forced perspective. And we're going to color it here. So let me just move that aside. Let me make sure I put some cardstock paper underneath my drawing so I don't stain anything. I'm going to keep my sketchbook on the side just so I can reference their color palette. So put this behind here. I'm going to put this up because I don't need that to be down. And I want this to stay still, so I'm going to put some binder clips there so that will hold it steady on the board. There we go. All right. So I'm going to be using my usual mix of alcohol markers. I mostly use Copics and then Artex markers. So those are generally what I'm going to be using for right now. So I'll send you guys over to a little time lapse, and I'll see you on the other side, or on the flip side, in the splash zone. I'll stop. Now, when it comes to coloring, I really wanted them to be shiny and wet. Okay, I wanted them to look like they just popped out of an ink pool and they are here to party. Because I feel like, okay, my headcanon for this character is like, if they were in game, they really like music. They're a big Idol fan because there's idols in the game. So whenever there's like parties or festivals and stuff, the music will awaken the Kraken. Which, now that I think about it, is kind of similar to the thing they did with the Kraken in... Is it Hotel Transylvania? I think, yeah, it was Hotel Transylvania. Was there 3 or 4 of those movies? I can't remember. But, yeah. What can I say? Sea creatures love music. The facts are there. You know, there's countless evidence. It's been proven. We love music. Why I say we like I am a sea creature? I am not a sea creature, okay? I am human. Anyway, I wanted them to have a little bit of a gradient in their hair, so it goes from like a darker teal to a little bit of a, I don't want to call it a neon green. It's more, I'd call it a more charged kind of green, you know? But there's that. And then I don't have much to say about any other areas that I've colored. It was really the hair that I did something different with. The skin I colored in my usual technique of laying down the blush first, and then I believe did I do the palms first? I think I did the palms first. Yeah, I did the palms of the hands first. Which, reminder, if you're doing a character of color, their palms are going to be lighter than the other side of their hands, so just keep that in mind. So I colored their palms, and then I put like the base color around their actual skin color around everywhere else. I do like go back and forth with my shading in this piece. I wanted to go all out for this illustration, so my shading goes crazy mode in this. But there isn't much that I had to say for the rest of the coloring process. You know, all of my thoughts went into the concept art section of this video, so I'm going to leave you guys here with a little bit of music. Yeah! And I'll catch you guys in the end. And here it is, the final spread. I wanted to do something just jam-packed, like fully to the max, no white space really left. And I really do think I accomplished it. I love how this came out. And the part that I love like the most is the fact that I still have my sketch underneath. So I can see where I started and where I ended. I don't have a name for them yet. I want to come up with something sea themed, so I'm going to be thinking of it. It has to be a name fit of a mighty kraken. But yeah, the like touching it and holding the page is the best part. I'm sorry you guys can't experience this because I used like these 3D pearl stickers on here, and then like the different textures from the paint to watercolor and acrylic marker. Not acrylic marker. This is alcohol marker over here. It's just overall really nice, and there's also the shine of all of my stickers and the metallic pen I used. So I want to thank you guys for coming along on this little adventure exploration into creating a character. I don't know when the next video will be out, but hopefully it will be soon. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more art content. I will be posting all of these to my Ko-fi and my Blue Sky page. So, I'll see you there. Bye-bye!